What a great freaking movie.
And what we learned from this movie is that there's nothing more precious than the love between a parent and child.
Yeah. I wish I knew what that felt like.
Yeah, same.
But we can live vicariously. We can live
Sybil's pretending to stab herself in the neck over there. So, look, one of these days we might overshare some of Sybil's life story, and that's the crazy story. Talk about loving parents.
Yeah. Few and far between these days. They can't all be like Goofy.
Yeah.
Although a lot of parents are goofy.
Yeah, most of the time.
I felt extremely so, like, especially as a kid, I literally felt like my dad was goofy.
Wow. Okay.
Like,
that's not a bad. Well, that's not a bad thing now.
Descriptor, but I mean in the sense of like how Goofy joked.
Yeah.
Like, my dad is the kind of guy to say something, laugh, and be the only one laughing at it.
No, my dad definitely does that.
Yeah. So I got the feelings of like awkwardness and like, oh, Dad, you're embarrassing me. That's what I mean by that.
Yeah, my dad
Not
has
the good stuff.
My dad has a laugh that you could recognize anywhere because it sounds like he's saying, "You know what I mean," while he's laughing. He'll say something and I'll go, "You know what I mean?"
If you've yeah. Exactly. Don't you hate that? Don't you hate that you can do that so good? Doesn't it make your skin crawl just a little bit?
It's so stupid,
dude.
But he does it every time.
Dude, if I'm actually like laughing like in a genuine way about something, it is my dad's laugh, and I hate it. I hate it so much.
Oh, I had a thing back in high school where I would change my laugh like every couple of weeks.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was weird.
On purpose?
And I had no idea what my real laugh was for a long time.
That's pretty
Now
weird.
it's very loud and obnoxious.
Yeah, it is.
You've probably all heard it like 8,000 times.
No,
How
it's
dare
great.
you?
It's great. No, it's great. I love it. Dude, I mean, this movie, do you have a favorite part? Because I think visually I said this, and I really like the music sequence on the highway, and visually I just love it so much. But like, I think one of my favorite moments though would be like, it's definitely one of the it's a moment that made like that really like touched me and made me like, oh shoot, maybe I should be nicer to my dad, is the moment when they're trapped in the car by Bigfoot. And the whole Hi Dad Soup thing, man, I was like, oh,
Hi Dad Soup is really good.
That really got to me, dude. This is, for me, this kind of movie, like, it has everything, dude. It has something for you to learn. It has something it has something in there that can make you a better person.
Yeah.
You're going to laugh. You may cry depending on your
situation. You may spend an hour and a half feeling what it's like to have a loving parent.
Yeah.
It all depends.
Exactly. Which is nice, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
When you haven't had
We
that.
did sit there and like loudly in our Disney resort hotel, just every time that Goofy did something, and Max was like, "Leave me alone, Dad." We were like, "Yeah, because, fuck your dad for loving you."
Dude, yeah. It's so funny because I so strongly remember my feelings
like,
aligning
yeah.
with Max. Like, yeah, dude, you're just being annoying. Stop doing that.
I would hate if my dad did this with me.
Yeah, I mean,
Right.
it wasn't necessarily. I guess that those feelings weren't necessarily correlated with my dad, but like.
But you did
more
understand,
my
like,
mom. Yeah,
an overbearing parent.
overbearing parent. They're just
I
trying to
don't
do their
really think
best.
Goofy is that overbearing of a parent. I think he's just very confident and decisive,
Yeah,
and it comes across as like he's dictating everything they're doing.
yeah. You hear that, everybody that knows me? I'm not overbearing. I'm just decisive, and that other thing you said. Yeah,
Yeah, Jarvis, you are correct. Jarvis is unapologetically himself.
yeah.
This right here is not an act. This right here is, but this right here is not.
Yeah, man. You get what you see and you see what you get.
Sybil says I'm not acting either. How would you know? We'll talk about this later.
So, but okay, but for you though,
But for me,
I said, yeah. What I mean,
yeah,
tell us.
talking about being yourself and a bit overbearing. Where you ask a question and then answer it for yourself.
And you know what? I knew I did that too.
Yeah.
Consciously, I was aware of that. But thanks for pointing it out.
I like the standout sequence at the beginning. That's my favorite one.
Yeah,
It always
really?
brings me in.
Wait, which one?
The number where he's being Powerline.
At the assembly,
Yeah.
and then afterwards when he's going. That whole
Yeah.
opening is so strong.
It's so solid.
Yeah, him going to school like all pouty and stuff, and then
Mm-hmm.
him leaving all victoriously. It's like if you're, I don't know what you're into necessarily, but like let's say for me, because you know
Generally
I-
women.
like NASCAR. I don't love NASCAR, but like if I was around a bunch of people and we were at a NASCAR event, they were all
Yeah.
getting excited. I might get swept up with them. You know what I mean? Oh,
Yeah.
man, look at the cars doing the thing. And I think that's how that whole opening sequence just kind of takes you along for the ride.
Well, you notice how the whole opening sequence just mirrors the whole rest of the movie, right?
Oh, man.
Everything from the
Look
point
at
where
this.
he's
This
at home to the
movie.
point where he gets back home. That's the whole movie. They tell you everything that's going to happen. So if you don't like it, you can leave.
But you won't want to
Exactly.
because it's so well done.
Because you're like, wow, this story was this little bit was kind of neat. I want to see it again,
yeah,
but
Yeah.
longer this time.
You could say that Max was lying to Roxanne early about being cool
Yeah,
by
he was
pretending
playing
to be
it cool too
Powerline.
much. Yeah.
And then he also lied to her again about his dad knowing Powerline and going to the concert.
But then by the end of it, well, I'm talking more about him starting out being like, yes, this is what I want.
Yeah.
And then being really pouty about not getting it,
Yeah.
doing something about it, and then getting it and being victorious,
Yeah.
and then still having to change.
Well done. You broke it down.
$18 million. You tell me if that's how much it cost or that's how much they made.
I want to say that's how much it made.
That's how much it cost. $18
Oh.
million to make back in 1995.
Wow.
If you tell any executive director that's how much they could make an animated feature film for nowadays,
They probably
do it.
laugh you out of the building.
yeah, they would laugh you out of the building.
You would say, "Hey, this
Like-
is the budget for this movie," and they would say, "Get out."
So yeah, who's animating it? Children for pennies. It made $35 million worldwide.
They would be like, "Are children in China making it?"
Yeah,
Because children in China make everything that we own.
yeah. Very astute observation.
Yeah, I mean, facts, just facts.
Yeah. Remember, there is no ethical consumption. How did we turn this into an episode of Dimension 20 where I'm now Brennan Lee Mulligan? How did that happen?
You're saying a lot of words that.
Oh, she's saying we got to wrap it up. It's rapidly descending into. So my favorite thing
yeah,
about the
get the
Goofy
long-
movie.
Hey, well, first off, the longer we go, we for sure start to ramble a bit, but also it's
Yeah.
kind of late.
Yeah, it is kind of late. You know
We-
what?
we both
Doesn't
had long
have
days.
ethical consumption. The animation industry. There's no ethical consumption
Really?
of the animation industry. Yeah,
That's good to know.
it's because everybody's exploited in that too.
Oh, there we go.
So-
Equality.
So you know that thing you said about like child labor in China making everything.
Yeah.
They do that with animation too.
Yeah. Classic. Classic.
And then if they don't do
World.
that, what they do is they underpay people
Yeah, they do that a lot.
instead.
I know what it's like to be underpaid. I'm dealing with that right now.
I know what it's like to be underpaid too, but I also write my paycheck every week, so that's kind of my fault.
Yeah.
I
Just write
gotta-
yourself bigger paychecks. Problem solved.
It's one step.
Easy.
You're right. This is rapidly descending into madness.
But
Like
the
I
Goofy
said,
movie descended
very
into
good.
madness a little bit, but it brought it back.
Yeah. Look, we haven't seen each other for like 3
It's
weeks.
been a little bit. It's been
we
a
went
little
to
bit.
Disney. It's been a while. I walked like 2 marathons worth in a week.
Nice. Nice.
I don't do that normally. I don't know if y'all know that. I don't do that normally. So that was a lot.
So
Very
then,
fun though.
so then now I think we can get to the point of the show If you want to do it the way that I recommended a episode or two back, as do not watch, rewatchable, and own it.
Not only should you own it, you should buy copies for all of your immediate family members.
If you love them, like if you love
Yeah,
your
if you
family
love
and you
them.
care for them and you have a good relationship, like
And I
Max
think you
and
should
Goofy at the
get.
end of the
I
movie?
think you should get it signed. You know what? Here's my actual rating. Buy a copy for each person in your family. Go to Disney World Hollywood Studios and get it signed by Goofy and Max,
and get a picture with them.
and get a picture with them. That's how much you should enjoy this movie. That's my rating.
If you literally seriously, if you haven't seen this movie ever, you need to watch it. Like this is a like you have to do this. This is a stronger mandate than the mandate to wear face masks during COVID.
Yeah.
Like I mandate you to watch this movie because
Yeah.
you will not be disappointed. It's not a waste of your time. It's one of the best ways you can spend about it. What is it, an hour and a half long or something like that? It's one of the best ways you can spend an hour and a half. And so if you haven't watched it, watch it immediately. Watch it right now. Even if that means cutting off the review, even though we're already at the
Yeah,
end.
we'll know.
Just go and watch it.
Yeah.
And then come back and leave comments and tell us what you thought. And if you have seen it, and it, like me and Michael over here, if you've seen it as many times as we have, just rewatch it. Watch it again.
Yeah.
And you're still going to have a great time.
You won't regret it. You having a bad day? Watch a Goofy movie. You having a good day? Watch a Goofy movie.
Yeah,
You don't know what day you're having? Watch a Goofy movie.
exactly. It's very goofy, but it's also just
And if you want to find Max and Goofy outside of Disney World Hollywood Studios, go to where Galaxy's Edge begins, in the tunnel, and right in front of it is where they usually meet up. We learned this. Yeah, right across from Muppet Vision
oh.
and Pizza Rizzo.
Pizza Rizzo, do they have a Leaning Tower of Cheesa there?
Unfortunately, not. But you know what they do have?
That's a miss on Disney's part for that.
You know what they do have?
What?
A heat index of 90 degrees and a 95% humidity.
Sounds
With
moist.
no cloud coverage. No cloud coverage at all.
I think that's my first time saying moist on the internet.
Oh, wow. That's good. I'm going to leave it off with my one big recommendation for Disney World for if anybody goes, because that's what they come to this podcast for. You don't need to bring a water bottle. Every single stand where they have a vendor like giving out snacks, they have free water cups. So just do that, and do that often.
Stay hydrated out there, okay?
Yeah. Watch a Goofy movie, stay hydrated.
Yeah, drink some water while watching a Goofy movie.
Yeah. And hug your parents.
Yeah. Yeah, if you've got good ones, show them a little love.
And if you got bad ones, show them a little love, but from a distance.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's Full-Time Movie Fans. We appreciate you guys hanging out with us. Hopefully you had a good time, and hopefully you will watch a Goofy movie. We hope that your day's everything you dreamed it'd be and more.
Dad, I'm still waiting for you to call me back. Please call me back.
Call him back.
Hey, full-time MFers. You like this video? 'Cause we sure did. If you liked it, maybe you should share it with your friends. Maybe like the video and subscribe.
If we were you, that's what we would do. If I was watching this,
I'd be all over that.
Like, and I'd hit that share, and then I would hit that subscribe in
Yeah.
that order.
Yeah. There's also another video that's popped up. YouTube thinks you like this one, so you should watch that one now.
See you next time.